Joining us now is Sisi Hollywood. Hello, Sisi.
Hello, how are you, Donna? It's always wonderful to see you.
It's wonderful to see you as
Thank you,
well.
love.
Thank you so much. We have been talking about doing more and more together. Your journey is so inspiring. I know recently you were down in Atlantic City, correct?
Yes, we were just recently in Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame.
And what were some of the wonderful people that you met?
There's so many. Okay, so I met a gentleman, Jerry Cooney. You know, they always remind me it's not George Clooney, so I make sure when I'm talking to him, you wasn't like wrong. And I also had a conversation with the hand of stone, Roberto Duran. And then I had a conversation with a guy from Spain. He's like the middleweight class champion. I think his name is Sergio Martinez. So I think it's wonderful. I love those kind of boxing legends. And it's amazing, you know, what I really touches my heart is even though, Donna, you know, even though their life chapter about professional boxing is ending, right? But their story is still transcending. Their story is still inspiring so many people. That's why all those fans come all over the world, come to see them, to celebrate their life. And that is what truly inspired me, Donna. You know, when I joined you, and I told you that, you know, we want to celebrate that human side of success, right? It's so much more deeper than just what we have accomplished, what's our achievement. But I think, you know, in the end, it's our journey that inspires each other. And I think that's really valuable.
I do as well. You have a friend that you've also been doing some, projects with and some building with, correct? And his name is Kevin, right? So who is Kevin to you, Sisi? How did you meet Kevin, and what is the connection that you feel for him?
Mhm. Yes, so Kevin is my partner in China, and I'm really honored and to have this partner. First is we always met in, you know, Jackie Chan's Action Film Week. So, you know, Kevin has over decades of experience been doing those kind of film festivals. And his company, 见贤思齐, which means gathering all those beautiful talents together. And that's a beautiful company name, right? So he's a professional, you know, like a global talent agency, and he also is the official partner for Beijing Film Festival, Hainan Film Festival, and Jackie Chan's Action Film Festival. So that was how we connected, because we are in the entertainment business, but much more is we share the same vision, which is we believe that stories is, it should cross the boundaries of what country we come from. You know, Donna, we live in a very strange time. You know, by all those technology is so advanced, but I feel like people are not really getting closer. I feel people are more disconnected nowadays, because I think we're living in a very terrible time, because people always think we're different. You come from USA, I'm come from China, and people kind of have that kind of fear of the difference. And I think, you know, that's why when I talked to Kevin about Sisi Hollywood, and we share the same vision, which is we all want to bridge in that East and West, because in the end, Donna, we're all human beings. There's so much more we are alike. We're
Absolutely.
not alike. Right?
We are so much alike. And in fact, our personalities, I think, Sisi, since we met, we're just, we're kind of like vivacious. Every time we've shared a meal, we always have such a good time together. And I would love to introduce, our audience to Kevin. Kevin, are you with us?
Yes,
hello.
Kevin is with us.
Hello,
Hi.
Kevin. Hi, how are you?
Hello, Donna. Hi. I'm good. I'm good. Very, very early morning from Beijing.
Kevin, is it like a morning, like a 7 o'clock?
Oh, yeah. It's 7 a.m. now in Beijing.
I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want to embarrass myself, but is it ni hao? How do you say hello, Sisi? Teach me how to say hello. And Kevin?
You said a perfect ni hao.
I did? Ni hao. Ni hao.
Yes.
So hello to
Yeah.
you.
You know, Donna is really
Hey, ni hao.
interesting. Yes. And you know what's interesting is that Kevin actually, his major was English, but he always has such desire that, he knows his destiny, his calling is not just to be a teacher, but it has a global stage that he can share in those wonderful, inspiring stories. And that's why he stepped out his comfort zone. And that's how he started his own company, right?
Oh yeah. Well, my major in college is English, but now I'm working in the entertainment business. So personally I'm a producer of movie and TV series, and I'm running a talent agency, which brings the international talents to China, and also promote the Chinese talents to the world. We also do a lot of big cultural events and movie festivals. Yeah. I really like to do the cultural exchange events because I've always believed that the powerful stories have the ability to connect us, not like movie or a TV series or the talk show like Sisi Hollywood, who tells the story, the background story of the world, and for the both Chinese and Western audiences. Yeah.
I believe that we are the documentarians, if you will, and the storytellers and the story keepers, and we're just doing it in a different way. We're doing it through film and television and entertainment, through song, through poetry. And we really are the keepers of the earth's treasure of creativity. So it's important that as an entire globe, we all come together. And I think music and the arts, and especially what you were talking about in terms of film and television, that's a great way of doing it. And it's been happening for at least a century now, but now it's even more important because I feel like everyone is able to kind of create something, right? Just have a spark of an idea and now you can bring it forth. And one of the things that Sisi and I love about working together is the fact is that we want to be a unifying force, right? So I welcome you with my open arms, Kevin. I welcome you and I thank you for spending this time with us today. What's one project that you're working on right now that really is lighting you up? What's making you happy in your journey?
Well, I think for now, definitely it's the chance to work with Sisi on the Sisi Hollywood. And because for me, Sisi Hollywood is more than a show. It's it's a mission. It's about showing that at our core, we are more alike than different. By sharing real stories of courage, resilience, and success, and actually we are helping people see the world from new perspectives.
Yes, Kevin, absolutely. And yes, and that is, we have so many deep conversations, me and Kevin, and we actually already started planning. Because, Donna, the first time we met each other, and what I truly feel that we are so deep connected because Donna Drake show is always been the beacon of the hope and of that kind of strong vibe, that positive vibration inspired so many people. And every time when I watch Donna Drake show, I feel like, how this is so amazing that so many people will look so different, right? Like with a different skin and with a different hair, with a different whatever. But like our heart is like the core of our heart is like it's so beautiful and it's like so shiny. And then like so I said, that is what I want to do. That is what the Sisi Hollywood and Donna Drake show can join hand by hand, that we can inspire the world even to a bigger audience. And that's why I think, what, we need mind like the people to join us. And that's why immediately I think about Kevin, because even though Kevin, he's grew up in China, but he's a very international mind. Because
Yes.
Donna, it's our mind that make our life different, right? Not where we grew up, not our limitations, not what our parents tell us what we can do, what we cannot do, not our peer pressures tell us you are peaked on this level. No, I feel like our imagination and our vision is like keep expanding, you know. So that's why I immediately think about Kevin, and we had so many conversations, and that's why I feel like that's amazing. Kevin can bring, you know, Donna Drake show and Sisi Hollywood into China audience. So Kevin, can you share a little bit about our audience and, you know, what's your vision, what you see Donna Drake show and Sisi Hollywood? What's the vision you can see that expanded to China market? How that can speak to Chinese audience?
Mm. Well, I think Chinese audiences, yeah, we want to see the programs, and we want to hear the stories that resonates with their own experiences, but also to expand our worldview, and and definitely like program like Sisi Hollywood gives us a unique chance to offer that, and kind of authentic bilingual space where stories can flow between cultures and inspire us all. Yeah, and yeah, I hope like we can also have more channels, more ways to watch the Donna Drake show.
Well,
Also, yeah.
I thank
Absolutely.
you. I thank you so much. I'm so, when I was a little girl, you know, China just seemed so far away, you know, like in the backyard, we would try to dig through the continent and through the soil to try to even get there. I don't know if you did that on your side when you were kids to try to get to America, but, you know, we just thought that, you know, it seemed so far away, but really we're just such a small world, you know, we're all on this planet together. I'm honored and so thankful for you to call in from Beijing today. It means so much to me, Kevin. I cannot thank you enough. And together, you know, Sisi and you, Kevin, and myself, and all the circles, when we're uniting all the circles of the people that we know, we're going to have a wonderful journey together. And I sincerely thank you for being here.
And you know what, Donna, I think your opportunity, remember before the previous show we were talking about you want to come to China, right? I think your opportunity will come in very close because actually Kevin and me were planning to do a segment in the Beijing Film Festival next year,
Wonderful.
right?
Wonderful.
On April. Yeah. So then we certainly can bring in Donna Drake show and Sisi Hollywood together there as a segment. Would be cool.
That would be so cool. Kevin, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I wish you continued success in this as we end this year and we get into a new year. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, it's my pleasure. And also, I want to say, yeah, welcome to China. And here's my welcome and praise for you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We
And,
should open our arms.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I totally understand. I agree with Donna, and I can feel what you're talking about. And for me, you know, my major in the college is English, and so when I learned this language, and at one time, it was actually not only a tool for me, but you know, I was looking forward and to explore the world. And so, eventually, when I go to the States the very first time, after landing, you know, after checking in the hotel, and I go to the restaurants, go to the grocery store, and go to meet people in the coffee shop and meet to the restaurant. I feel like wow, so everyone is the same, right, as a human being, and they are all like over welcoming us, and I feel like so real and wavy, and you know, not only from like the stuff, the background knowledge from the book, but also like more, it's like direct feeling, connection between the people, and then that's why like I'm like when I come back to China, and I you know, tell everyone to spread the news that you know how, you know, like if you should go to, you know, outside and go there, meet the people. If you want to really know how the people there are, you should just go there, direct way and the simple way, but also the true way. You should go there and talk with the people, share your feelings, and then you can feel the touch, you know, and the connection between the people. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I guess we'll be seeing each other very, very soon, right, Sisi?
Absolutely, yes. Yes, Kevin traveled to States a lot. And we can go to China, of course, as we discussed.
Okay. Lovely.
So we
I'm so
hope to see
happy.
you in Beijing. Yes.
Okay. Be well.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Ronnie Barber here. After 16 years in the NFL, I've discovered the secret to maintaining optimal health. It's as simple as Boom Chaga's Super Drink, empowering you to bring your A game all day long and enjoy a host of healthy benefits. Boom Chaga is proprietary, 100% natural extract from chaga mushrooms loaded with anti-inflammatory, immune-boosting antioxidants, and heart-healthy compounds. The best part is the convenience. Just rip open a packet and add the liquid to any beverage you like every day. Use code 15BARBER for 15% off at boomchagadrinks.com.
When art becomes healing. Joining us now is Anu, an artist, a wonderful, vibrant person, and we're here to talk about Sea of Visibility. Ta-da! Sea of Visibility. Anu, thank you for being here. Sea of Visibility, tell me why you decided to start that and how art can be healing.
Well, I had first had been diagnosed with a mental illness when I was in college. And it was a serious mental illness. And in the early 90s, there was a lot of stigma. So I really couldn't come out about it and find any support. C is spelled S-E-A, which means support expression through the arts. I feel that support is extremely important, especially when there is a mental health condition, and it has been lacking due to stigma, which is something we fight. So luckily, I was an artist and was able to use my painting practice to give me company through very isolating years. And I could also express how I felt about my mental illness and any experience through my art, really. I'm really glad that it has become more of something that people are open about. We started Sea of Visibility in 2019, and that was before the pandemic. I came out about it in 2018 after actually having a good amount of success in the arts. So I felt that I could use that platform to dispel stigma, because too many people who were seen as mentally ill were seen in a terrible light. And I was actually doing good things in the community. And if you're going to talk about a group of people, you should show all the people who are in it, not just some.
I was impressed by all the links that you sent me, by doing some research to understand your journey a little bit better. Thank you for being so authentic and real with me, because you didn't have to be, right? So thank you for trusting me to let me into that inner world of yours and the things and the challenges that you've gone through. It's interesting, you know, when I look at your art, beautiful. Your work is spectacular, right? And so when you can get to that level of awareness for something that people can appreciate in you, and you're able to just call them out on the fact that, hey, listen, please don't judge me. If you want to accept me for my art and you like my art, I want you to like the person behind it, right? So you were able to almost like unveil the fact that you had been dealing with this mental illness.
And then also when the accident came, I also had the traumatic brain injury. I was able to get back to some kind of work, some kind of with the mental illness and stabilize and get the right medicine. I really feel it's important that people don't discount medicine and traditional therapies, though supportive therapies, other Eastern therapies, I very much support, but it's important that people do take care of it. I feel that if the stigma stays up, people won't take care of their mental health and they'll think badly of themselves. And if they do, then they won't get better. It's just like anything else. If you had, a treatable illness of anything else, you would do it. This one people don't treat because of it. But the head injury also was an issue. My right frontal lobe and right temporal lobe don't work, which are responsible for immediate and short-term memory. But this is something that's ingenious about people with disabilities. We are very innovative.
Yes. You find a way, right?
Exactly.
You can kind of create new pathways for yourself in your brain, and you can rewire things, and you're very resourceful, and you are a champion for yourself.
Yes. But I'm always a sharer, and that was my personality all the time. And it seemed, there's three reasons. One of my students was very upset about not being able to come out. Well, he didn't say it that way. He said that he was so glad to be in my classes. He was really doing well, but was crying because he said he wouldn't be able to pursue art after he has a disability. Then I realized I was doing a disservice. That was a big reason, that I was doing a disservice to my students who didn't see themselves in society. And so I came out for them, but then I realized society really wasn't necessarily up to having us included in the workforce or in anything. There's not enough flexibility in workforces. When the pandemic happened, yes, we were able to expand workforces to include everyone to be able to work. That could have happened prior. We could have had virtual work days that would include many people. There are ways to be flexible that can increase productivity. And so this kid definitely put me in my place.
And now that's what you're doing. You're helping people find sometimes gainful employment as artists.
Yes.
Because you're giving them the opportunity, you're showing them that it is possible, because you have art that has sold. They can have art that sells, right?
Yes.
Even in a small way, but they can be a working artist.
Yes, right now we mostly volunteer. We're accepted as volunteers. I think if what organizations and companies do for us to be able to volunteer, they would do for us when we want to work, I think that would be fair.
That's wonderful. So it's SEA of
visibility.
It's all about that, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted to tell you thank you for coming on today. You know, I know it's sometimes not easy when somebody says, oh, we're going to put you on TV and it's going to air in all these places, and it makes people nervous. But thank you for trusting me to share your story.
I listened to your podcast and I saw how empathetic you were to your guests and how you have a broad thinking mind yourself, that you're also spiritual, and you seem very multifaceted, that you can understand so many people.
I care about the guest. I do. I care about you. I care about your journey, and the fact that, I also love to paint. Like, I'm the mother of a daughter who is an artist. My grandfather, my great-grandmother was an artist. I come from a long line of artists.
Wonderful.
So when I saw your beautiful work and what you were doing and how you were trying to help people heal and move forward, no matter what their challenges are, and the fact that you've overcome so much. If one thing happened to you, Anu, okay. But it was multiple things that you've gone through in your journey.
Yeah.
And yet you're still here to be a champion for yourself, to be a champion for others, and that art can be healing and it can find a pathway. So thanks for being here.
May I thank all the people who have been on this journey with me. I know there's just so many. Cindy Hand is here with me today. She has acted as my emergency contact even when this breaks families up, even mental health, invisible disabilities such as traumatic brain injury. And I've had a great friendship who also works with me when we put on these events. So I do, it's really a community thing, and that's why I believe that in this work. And so sharing successes is important to me, as well as pitching in and giving back.
It's beautiful. You have a beautiful spirit.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anu, for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. If you are someone that is facing any challenge, whether it's mental health issue or any challenge whatsoever, sometimes art can be that opening, that key to open the door to a new beginning for you. So please go to this wonderful website, and see visibility, be seen, allow yourself to be seen, allow your family to be seen. It doesn't have to ruin your family. Maybe art could be the therapy, or at least a component of it. Thank you for watching. Joining us now is Helena, and we're going to be talking about Immunity Plus. Hello, A+ Naturals. How are you, my friend?
Hi, Donna. I'm great. Thank you for having me.
So when we got a chance to meet over the summer, you were telling me about this wonderful product. What made you decide to create this? What was the need that you had to create a solution for?
I had the wonderful opportunity to be part of a team conducting space radiation research at NASA's lab in Brookhaven. And through that, I learned the power of nature. We studied natural antioxidants to combat space radiation. And it was also during COVID where it came to me that where there is no cure for a disease, the biggest defense is your own body. Okay. So it's very important, not only for humans, but also for pets, to keep the body strong and to have strong immunity. So I developed 2 products, one for pets and one for humans, and decided to launch the pet product first.
Okay, so the pets get a chance to be helped first.
That's right, because the other interesting fact is that humans have the same immune system as pets. It's almost identical.
Have you always been a scientist, Helena? Have you always been fascinated by it?
I studied pharmacy and I have a master's in pharmacology and came to the US to work in the pharmaceutical industry. And I actually started my career in regulatory affairs working with supplements. So I really enjoy that. I'm a supplement taker myself. And those folks tend to also want to help their pets with supplements.
Because the pets are a member of their family.
That's right. And, the relationship between humans and pets change over time. And a lot of pet parents see pets as part of the family. That also helped to drive better pet care, such as nutrition and medicine. And what I focus on really is the preventative care. Because if we look at inflammation, for example, it's not something that happens overnight where you see arthritis in a dog, for instance. You need to help counter the harmful effects of inflammation early on. So this is an extension to the holistic package for pets.
So how is this given? What is the product? Is it a powder? Is it a pill? Like, how do you provide it to your pet?
It's a powder formulation that is given to pets according to the weight of the pet.
Okay.
Once a day, mixed with pet food.
Okay. So whether it's a cat, a dog?
The cats get a third scoop a day
Okay.
because they're smaller animals. And then the dogs, it depends what they weigh, 25 to more than 100 pounds.
Wonderful. So this is formulated, you have it, it's yours, it's your baby, right? And what results have you seen? Because I know that you have testimonials of people that have enjoyed it so far.
That's right. I have 2 testimonials, one in cats, one in dogs, and Little Shrimpy is a rescue cat, 11-month-old, that struggled a lot with upper respiratory infections, parasites, eye discharge, nose discharge, and very low weight, 2.24 pounds, and developmental issues along the way. So in February, the vet prescribed antibiotic and dewormers for her, and at the same time, the pet parent decided to add immunity blend to the food. And a month later, she gained 1 pound, 6 ounces. Energy levels were up. The coat was shiny, and just overall health and well-being improved. And he was so impressed. He says this product is a game changer because it's all natural. It counters inflammation, and it has no side effects.
It's perfect.
The other one is Socks. Socks is an elderly dog.
Cute name.
So Socks's parent started 2 months ago with the product. And Louise says he can really see a drastic improvement countering the inflammation. Also, vibrant skin energy levels are up, and compared to other products he has used, he says this product is superior. So that is a fantastic testimonial to have from a pet parent.
Now, besides testimonials, you have other people that are interested in your product, right? Can we reveal
Yep,
that? Who are you pitching to? What's going on with this? I'm excited
I have
for
a
you.
lot in the pipeline.
Yes, you do.
So I'm busy working with an organization, Community Cats Podcast. They have fantastic programs to educate folks about, everything a cat parent needs to know. So I sponsor their programs. I'm also pitching Kevin Harrington in November. So I'm one of 20 to 30 businesses selected for this pitch, which is so exciting. And this is a great opportunity also to practice my pitch.
There you go. Well, Kevin, I'm just going to deliver it right to the camera. Kevin, this is Donna Drake. We know one another. I really like Helena. I think she's got a great product. So I think you should just greenlight this, okay? It's immunity blend. It's 8+ naturals. What could be any better than this? There you go. So it's like a pre-pitch. I'm pre-pitching you, Kev. But in all seriousness, it's wonderful that you have something, but it can only do a benefit to the amount of people that realize that there's a benefit. So it's important to get the word out there. So even though you might not feel like marketing or putting yourself out there, Helena, I'm so glad that you did, because I know all the research and the years that you've put into knowing what you know. And it's nice that a brilliant mind like you put it together for some good use. So I applaud you for that, and I commend you for that,
Thank you, Donna. I really appreciate that. The other aspect is affiliate marketing. So I'm busy onboarding an affiliate as well to help spread the good news. He's also all into plant-based products, and really enjoy doing that as well.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for your journey, and I'm happy for the pets. And I know that you also, we talked about your pets when we talked over the summer too. So how's your whole family doing? How are other people that you know in your community, and all the pets are good?
Yeah, all the pets are good. I'm working hard to get the word out. And the other day I was visiting the local shelter, because I think that's a perfect place, to start to help some of the small kittens. They get so stressed when it's overcrowded, and it affects their immunity system, and they get ill. So I'm interested in looking whether this can help them, to get adopted quicker, and also to reduce costs for the shelters.
Brilliant idea. Once again, thank you so much. If you're a pet parent, check it out. And I appreciate you watching. I'm Donna Drake, signing off. And you all in the audience may be wondering why. This is me, Superman. Adam, are you with us?
Yes, absolutely. That's great. I'll fly with you.
Are you going to do it? Let's go. Ready? Ta-da! Yay. Okay. So, Adam, we are here about the film and the project Selling Superman. It sounds incredible. Tell me about this. Tell me about the journey with this project.
Yeah, I mean, like the quick hook is that there was a 40-year family secret. They kept it hidden that the father had Asperger's and was hoarding and collecting comics. It ended up being a collection of 300,000 comic books, and had a Superman #1 in there, one of the best top Supermans in the world, worth probably $3 or $4 million. And it ends up being a guy I went to high school with. And so, I mean, like none of us knew. We had no idea this was going on. And he trusted me enough as a longtime doc filmmaker to let me speak with him and follow his journey.
Now, why did you go into documentaries? Why was that genre so important to you?
Yeah, originally I was in comedy, right? I did improv comedy and was comedy writer in lots of different formats. And then, to be honest, I went to India and met a wonderful master and teacher. And after studying there a long time, he said to me, "Hey, you want to take a motorcycle ride over the highest road in the world?" I didn't know how to ride motorcycles, but I thought, yeah, okay, I'll do that. Let's do the scariest thing possible. And that was my first documentary, and I really fell in love with the format. So that's the answer. Is once I started making them, I fell in love with the mystery of it, the unraveling. And I studied engineering, and it's much like a puzzle, and you're figuring it out as you go, and you can't write it. And that's very much what happened with Selling Superman. There's a lot in there that we did not plan on.
Now, tell me about your friend. What was his reaction after he saw this story? Because even from the trailer, I got choked up. Yeah. I was like, whoa. Yeah. So, you have to almost like that trust, that level of trust between the person that the story is about and the people telling the story, that bond, right? What was the reaction when he saw what you were able to put together?
Yeah, there is a growing movement as well in the doc world, maybe aside from reality TV, but in the doc world to really, not exploit, right, your characters, to have them a little more involved and say, hey, is this too much? Or to be showing, is this too much to reveal? So part of that trust is him knowing, and some of the characters knowing, look, if we film this, but it ends up being something that's way too personal, it's okay, but allows them to open up and to go places. It's not often you get to sit with your friend's mom and say, well, what do you really like about your husband? And her talk about how it reminded him of her father in kind of a bad way, and you married the devil, So there was that trust, but honestly, going through it, there was a lot of difficult times. Darren, at many points in the journey, wanted to stop the documentary, to be honest, and we worked through it. Like any relationship, there's ups and downs, but there were plenty of times, and that's partly, it's not a spoiler, how the series starts is him saying, why am I doing this? Why am I showing the world how messed up I am? Why would I really want to stop the film? He's getting a lot of press early on too, because of the collection. And that was difficult to handle while processing the death of your father, who you still have a lot of, issues with. Yeah.
And like you said, that secret of like not knowing, like, you don't know if maybe your dad's in the CIA, you don't know, something's not exactly right, but you don't know what it is, right? You're not exactly sure, and with, in comic books back in the day, the reason that I find that it's outstanding that this collection is as pristine as it is that, people, it's like baseball cards. People used to take the baseball cards, right? And they used to put it on their spokes of their wheels, going, right, with the bubble gum, right? That came in it,
Exactly.
The fact that these rare treasures, somehow he had the foresight or just the want to curate that is remarkable in itself. They wouldn't be there if it wasn't for what he did with them.
Absolutely. That's the tough part to reconcile, is that it's an amazing collection that some experts would say this is like a full-time job for 30 years to collect this kind of comic book collection. But he collected in a very strange way that makes one think it's more leaning toward obsession and hoarding than it is master collecting, because he would, have 100 copies of a Star Wars one, and people don't tend to have multiple copies. They get a copy or two, and then they want to fill in holes of a collection. So he didn't really even read the books, to be honest. He didn't share the books with his son, none of that.
Yeah. So it was both the breadth and the depth of his collecting, right?
And the quality, as you mentioned, the absolute pristine nature, because he wasn't reading them. He was really buying them, putting them away, covering it, and that's it. So they stayed amazing.
Amazing. When it was completed, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like a little sorrow, like when the baby is done, And I know now that it's going to like festivals and it's being shown, or does that kind of, after someone sees it, rejuvenate the joy for you?
Yeah, no, there's no sorrow for sure. No, not at all. I love finishing a film. That's a thing in itself. I love birthing it and letting it go out there and see what people's reactions will be. So we're in that phase, where we just had a LA premiere, and to watch 200 people react and have an experience together is fun and really fascinating for me to see how people, in the digital age can actually, be in one room and have an experience together. So no sadness about being done with it, because I think it also was a pilgrimage and a difficult journey, for more so for Darren than anyone. And to be honest, it's still challenging for him to now face it coming out in the press and being in the spotlight. But he's doing really well with that, I think.
Well, it's good that you have that friendship and that bond, because there's the trust between you. And that's kind of cool that you're doing this together. I mean, sometimes people, still play like adult softball or something. And here you guys are doing this documentary together. What's next for you? Like, what is on that next journey? And I know that you also have like an interesting day job too, that you kind of combine with this documentary, right? What else are you doing in your life?
Well, no, my day job is making documentary films. That is absolutely my day job. Are you referring to meditation and things like that?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, no, meditation.
Okay, wait. Did you not get my segue? I probably could have been a little wittier doing it, but I tried. So yes, I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I love teaching meditation. I love sharing meditation. I love sharing, yoga on the beach, pilgrimages in general. That's why a lot of my documentaries have an underbelly of consciousness or awakening. And this was a cool movie to slightly have that in there, the hand of consciousness, the hand of awakening, because of those questions I'm asking and looking at. And Darren knew that going in, and it's hard for someone to necessarily take a pilgrimage when that's not what they necessarily want to, but kind of when you get on board with me in a film, that's what happens. Because I like it, and I really love teaching meditation. I just actually led a meditation right before this. That's more of a, something where it's been so offered to me, I want to give it back, the meditation that I've learned in India and such.
I thank you for that. And I know that I had shared with you that we're putting together these 4 big stockings for hurricane relief for both Hurricane Helene and also Milton. And thank you for that, because I know that you're going to be gifting us with those certificates. So I thank you so sincerely for that.
Absolutely.
So kind of you.
Absolutely. If I can bring a little piece to somebody in that time, through the meditation, that's an amazing thing.
Love that. We just did a prior segment today. Maybe we'll put you on the same show talking about the Love Tower. So it has been a delight to meet your acquaintance, even though it's not in the 3-dimensional world. Hopefully someday it will be. And I'm wishing you just all the joy. Thank you for coming on the show. I was so excited when I first saw it on our mutual friend Kevin Shinnick's wall. And I was like, what is this? I was like, what is selling Superman? You had me from the da-da-da-da, hello. But thank you.
Yeah,
Adam.
the trailer kind of it brings people in. It shows you that there's more to it than just comics in this doc series, for sure.
Absolutely. And please give my sincere well wishes to your friend, that this whole documentary and everything is about his family. Tell him thank you. Thank you for allowing you to share the story, because it's going to make a big difference for people. So thank you for that. Please.
I will.
On my behalf, say thank you. Okay, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Happy journeys to you until we get to see each other in person.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, be well, Adam. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, there you go. You can Google it. You can learn more. Fascinating documentary. And like just watching the trailer made me tear up. So thank you for watching. And please follow Adam and all the cool things that he's doing. Namaste.
Ronnie Barber here. After 16 years in the NFL, I've discovered the secret to maintaining optimal health. It's as simple as Boom Chaga's Super Drink, empowering you to bring your A game all day long and enjoy a host of healthy benefits. Boom Chaga is proprietary, 100% natural extract from chaga mushrooms loaded with anti-inflammatory, immune-boosting antioxidants, and heart-healthy compounds. The best part is the convenience. Just rip open a packet and add the liquid to any beverage you like every day. Use code 15BARBER for 15% off at boomchagadrinks.com.
Joining us now is Rebeca, and we're going to be talking about her med spa. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you, Donna?
Good. Congratulations. You are a new business. I want to know all about Glow.
Yes. So we are brand new spanking business. We've opened in Manhattan, right by Lexington. So we're just trying to get our foot in the door, get as many people in so they can come and see us and leave glowing.
So what are some of the services that you offer? I know you do Botox, but what else do you do?
So we have, as you said, Botox and other neurotoxins. We do dermal fillers for cheeks, jawlines, and lips as well. But we're also offering IV therapy as well as weight loss, so injectable weight loss and laser hair removal.
Laser hair removal. So as someone that is a part of the whole like menopause generation right now, laser hair removal has never been more important to me. Okay. So one of the things that I look for are people that actually have the education that goes behind that. So tell us about that. Tell me about your expertise at that level.
So as you can see, I'm wearing my scrubs. I'm currently working as a nurse practitioner. I am board certified in primary care as well as aesthetic medicine. So that covers a little bit of everything, including the laser hair removal. I think it's important because, anybody can get the equipment and read on the web how to do things, but it's always good to have a medical background or a healthcare background just so you can take into consideration certain things that maybe other people are not really paying attention to.
So what made you decide to just open up your own brick and mortar?
Long story short, it's a business partner popped up. They were wanting to do it. And I had always had an interest in it, but didn't have the financial backing. So when we kind of combined our energies and we put our two minds together, it was the perfect timing, perfect place. We found a location that's right in the middle of New York City. So pretty convenient all around.
And how are your hours? Are you able to help people before work and after work, especially like for the commuters and also the people that live in and around Manhattan? Like, are your hours flexible? Because that's also so important.
Yeah, so I'm pretty flexible. We do bookings through Vagaro. As of right now, since we are starting, we are open Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10 to about 8 p.m. But certain circumstances, if we talk directly, then you can come after hours or a little bit before, and, we can make it work. Like I said, we're trying to be flexible and get people in the door.
One of the things that we do is we have, I guess we're seen in many different countries and from coast to coast in every state, right? What's one piece of advice you would like to share with our audience about possibly them opening up their own place? What's one thing that you wish that you could tell them as they get on that journey?
So definitely you have to be passionate about it. Definitely you need a good support system. And biggest recommendation is just do your research because things are changing every single day. So if you have your skills up to date, make sure that you are aware of all the laws, all the regulations, and everything that you need to know in whatever state you are practicing, just to make sure you don't have any issues down the line and you're doing things the legit way.
I love that. Thank you, Rebeca, for joining us. Continued happy success on your journey. I know you're a new business. I'm giving you jazz hands. Yay, new business. New business. But I sincerely do wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here today. It was a pleasure.
You're welcome. I'm hoping that I'll get to see you soon in the city. So thanks so much for being here. Take care, Rebeca.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Bye-bye. You too. Joining us now is Ernesto and his family. Ernesto, who did you bring with you today?
Hi, I'm Ernesto. I'm the owner and chef of El Molcajete Sauces. And today with me is my wife, Nicole.
Hi, hello.
My daughter, Siena.
Hi.
And thanks for having us.
So tell me, so it's the three of you that own this company, and tell me about your sauces.
Of course, I'm from Oaxaca, where the mole comes from. And I started this company like 5 years ago. All our products are gluten-free, vegan, plant-based, and 100% natural. They're making very small batches, and the three of us, we run this family small business.
So now what makes this sauce, more authentic than others? I think the recipes go back something like 100 years.
Correct. Yeah. In Oaxaca, we have 7 different kinds of mole sauce. Here in my menu, I have 5 of them, and they're inspired in my family's recipes. I remember when I was little, every Sunday, my mom used to cook dinner for us, and she used to make this one, the classic mole sauce. We usually used to eat it with chicken, but these ones, they're plant-based, so you can eat it with veggies or whatever you prefer.
Now, sometimes people think that the sauces are like spicy or greasy or something like that, but not your mole, correct? And it's gluten-free, it's delicious, nutritious. Tell us about what makes your sauce so delicious.
Yeah, so that's exactly what a lot of people think. Why, or this is the question that a lot of people ask me, why my sauces, they're mild. So when my daughter was little, I used to cook mole sauce. And our sauces, they're made mild for that reason, so everybody in the family can eat it. She loves the mole sauce, right?
Yeah, I love the mole sauce. I was raised on it. I dip everything in it, so.
That's wonderful. I love that their family is doing this together. It means so much that your family can kind of come together, and help other people enjoy their families, right, with these wonderful, tasty sauces. And how many sauces are in your product line?
Right now we have 5 different mole sauce. We have tomatillo sauce, and for people who likes really spicy, we have a chile oil. And my wife can tell you a little bit more of like our delicious tortilla chips.
Oh, tell me about the chips. Okay.
Yeah, the chips are incredibly addictive. So he fries them in a coconut oil blend. So they're not greasy or oily. They're just crunchy, and they have almost like a little sweet, like a little hint of sweetness to them because of the coconut oil. But people go crazy about them. They're a healthier version of a chip that, everyone's kind of looking for these days. So her friends, that's all they ask for whenever we go to an event. They're just like, bring chips, bring chips, bring chips. So they're great.
Well, I'm excited to know all of you. I know that we are now airing also in Sacramento, and I know that you have everybody there, San Francisco Bay Area, Sacramento, all the nearby cities. So I was really excited when I heard from your company and somebody had mentioned you to me, because I was like, yay, Sacramento's in the house, right? So Sunday family dinners and parties, but anytime is the great time to have one of your sauces, right?
Correct. Yeah. So we used to live in San Francisco. That's where the company was created. But now we moved here 4 years ago in the Chicago area. And we're very lucky. The community really, really embraced us. And they love our story. They love Oaxaca. I'm so happy that a lot of people knows about Oaxaca and about our moles and our chips and our family. And I make this with love. I try to put my culture and my flavors and my story in one jar.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. You wanted to put the stories of your family and love into the jar. Is that correct?
Yeah. And not just only my family when I was growing up to, my new family and my family forever.
That's beautiful. You guys are wonderful. Happy success to you. Happy holidays. And it's easy to get this shipped anywhere in the continental United States, right?
Correct. Yeah, you just can go to www.elmolcajetesauces.com and we can ship everywhere.
Thank you. And thank you to your daughter for talking to Jenna, because that's how we got together, right? All through social media. So thank you guys so much. Be well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Tom Azzara, Director of Athletics at Farmingdale State College. I interned at Farmingdale State in 1992. 31 years later, I'm proud to still be there. The main reason I love the micro-credential at Farmingdale State College for coaching is because we're training people how to be a coach, how to be an educator, how to be a leader, and how to be someone that the athletes will look up to, not just someone that we're grabbing off the street. The micro-credential coaching program is for everybody. Don't count yourself out if you weren't an elite athlete or you haven't coached before. Those are the people we're looking for, someone that wants to get involved in coaching, somebody that wants to inspire youth all the way up through high school. So don't count yourself out if you haven't done anything like this in the past. There is a tremendous need for certified coaches.
I think there's a large population of people that need this certification. And there's so many different skills they can learn throughout the process that it's something that it's just needed. People need the professionalism, the time management skills, how to talk to parents, how to talk to people.
We're able to teach people, it used to be Little League, dad comes out and coaches. Well, we want to certify people. We want them to learn how to deal with individuals within the team concept. Obviously, X's and O's, obviously talent acquisition is important.
There's plenty of jobs out there for it. And whether you want to be a coach or a ref or be a part of a sports program somewhere, there are a need for officials out there. And it may start with a micro-credential, and it might lead into going for the whole thing. But there's definitely an avenue here where people can really get something out of.
One of my favorite moments of coaching is not something that occurred on the playing fields or golf courses or courts. I think my favorite moments is annually when my student athletes graduate and I know that they played a sport that they loved. They loved their experience at Farmingdale, and I was able to be a big role in them graduating and walking across the stage.
It's a great place from the top down. This is a Division III powerhouse. Great school, great academics, great facilities. I think people leave here a better person.
Hi, I'm Donna Drake with the Donna Drake Show and Drake Media Network. And this year, our team got together and decided we wanted to do something charitable for the holidays. So what we did is we came up with a celebration of the top 20 products that we thought could be donated to charity. And then Hurricane Helene happened and Hurricane Milton happened. And we saw the devastation of these families. And we decided that these 2 4-foot stockings filled with all kinds of products would be going to them for hurricane relief. If you can make a difference in your community, whether in a small way or a large way, just do it. Now is the time to be as charitable as we possibly can be. I want to tell you, our listeners and our viewers, thank you very much. I truly appreciate you tuning in week after week to our show. And we appreciate all that you do for us. And we wish you the happiest of holidays. Donna Drake, happy journeys.
Take my hand, come with me, and we'll find better ways to be something much more. Live it up, live it up, live it up now.
Thanks for watching Live It Up. You can visit us at liveituptvshow.com.